rating.
Look at the lineup rating.
Wait, that's so high.
3.6.
Oh my lord.
7.0. I think this is the first time ever. It's almost doubling.
We saw 7.1 once.
My goodness, like the statistic does not favor BTR at all, but it all comes down to the execution of Lt.Pawn. Let's see though. Is it gonna be the Red Robots or the Pokemons? Game number 1 of ONIC versus Bigatron Esports.
Let's go to the Lt.Pawn and witness greatness. Game 1, folks. Who do you got? Spam the live comments.
Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a Luke Kalea XP.
Oh.
So take away what I said earlier about signature picks. This is not really a signature Luke, nor is it a signature Finn. If both heroes were swapped, then yes, we would see signature. Interesting choice for BTR.
I think that should be the better choice here, considering they're up against a Selena and also a Jawhead. The extra shield that Finn has will be able to kind of give him the, I guess, privilege to maneuver around the CCs. It's a bit safer. So that's the choice for them.
But don't you have a bit more mobility and sustain also with the Kalea? Hold up, Finn walks up, able to go for the stun. Annabelle walks up with the shield immunity too, forcing the flicker out from Keyboy. And I gotta say, emblem-wise here, with the firmness and the Seasoned Hunter. Hold up, wait. That's a double tenacity. They're really respecting the damage output and the early game snowball potential of ONIC.
Yeah, because they're gonna be the prime target, especially Moreno, because the only guy that, I guess like a lot of guys can go for this guy, but Lt.P, Kyrie, Keyboy, they're gonna be gunning Moreno down, and he's using a flicker, so he has to be a bit more quick on the uptake if they get stunned. Meanwhile though, Annabelle is looking for Keyboy, got him.
Oh, good 4-man rotation here, and Keyboy, he spent his flicker earlier, so Bigatron, they're keeping tabs. Keyboy taken down.
This is the weakness of Jawhead. Yes, you can punish really easily, but at the same time, when you're trying to punish, you also get countered quite easily if they have the personnel.
And now it comes down to the first turtle where, again, Kyrie needs to go for purple. Finn doing a good job at just stopping this from happening, so it'll be free, BTR.
Easily. Annabelle takes this down quite easily, and Annabelle so far, oh, he is actually behind in level. Oh, Sans!
Oh, good save there. Keyboy ejected Sans to safety practically, and yeah, Bigatron, they're holding, they're really having a great early game.
This is a throwback.
Good. The delay for the ejector there. Luke Dahl will tsunami slam Ranger to his death. Top lane, Amon spots Kyrie. Kyrie finds a retribution almost. Oh, that's almost a mistake there. Kyrie almost got solo killed practically, and yeah, Amon spent his flicker there. Also a miscalculation.
Oh man, quite a nightmarish start for Keyboy right now. You might think that it's good that the kills are going towards the roamer, but at the same time, Keyboy is the main initiator.
I can't believe this.
This team, so you gotta watch out. Sans!
Oh my goodness, Sans.
The burb!
Yeah, that was Sans. Unfortunate, he spent his flicker. Bigatron taken down.
Hey, Indonesian Task, they have something against Bigatron.
Hey, you guys have something against Bigatron. All of you. Put some, hey man, put some respect on BTR. All right, I think they're doing pretty good right now. Again, the control in the early game is phenomenal. It's just later on how it'll play out. Whoa.
That's an arrow. That's a tsunami slam again. Keyboy ejected Annabelle. That's a stun as well. But with the feathered airstrike, it will zone the members of ONIC. No casualties though this time.
Just not enough damage in the early game for ONIC, especially after Keyboy gets taken down quite a few times. Even though he actually, I believe, chose the thrill to kind of boost his early game damage.
Right now, it's a slow game for BTR. This reminds me a lot about the utility meta back in Season 12, right? Where we would just have not a lot of action, actually, before the neutral objectives. It'll just be a big explosion around neutral objectives, and then it's a slow grind. ONIC kind of have to fight with this composition, kind of have to go for pickoffs, but when BTR is so solid, it's so tanky, where they have a proper front to back, Moreno actually takes it. It's going to be really hard for ONIC to... They have to play banana split. They have to go back to like the old ways of ONIC. To Season 11.
Yeah. Looking at the items though. Oh. Blood Wings first item for Moreno, so
Yeah.
a lot more mobility and also survivability.
That's why he got so much shielding earlier. If you guys noticed, when he got the turtle, it was like a crazy shield with Blood Wings and... Look, and turtle, well, I don't know if that was planned to give Moreno the turtle, but technically, Annabelle doesn't need the turtle. They're not really...
Oh.
He's not the carry. He doesn't need the gold
He
lead.
is the turtle.
He is a tank. He is a frontliner, just like Luke and Finn. It's really all about playing for Moreno and Aman.
Yeah. First item for Suns is gonna be the Talisman. So a lot of cooldown reduction here. So far, ONIC has not found anything against Pikachu and Alpha. I feel like I guess the saving grace in the late game is that Kyrie's potential to kind of split push, but at the same time, Annabelle can just punish like this.
Let's see. He crashed on towards one. No,
Uh-oh.
he'll follow, but that's going to be the Tsunami
Oh.
Slam. Misses the Tsunami Slam.
Interesting interaction.
Interesting interaction indeed.
So when you pop into Unstoppable Force,
It's immune.
I think Luke tapped it in also
It's
early, right?
early.
He jumped in, could have waited a bit, but he tapped it right as the Unstoppable Force hit him too, so it was still immune to CC.
I think to be fair, he also wants to avoid the possibility
That's
of
true, of the
Keyboy
ejector.
flickering
Yeah.
behind. That's also a thing.
Yeah, of ejectoring him as well,
Yeah.
too. So, yeah, back to the slow game for BTR. He's going to look to farm right now. Eman is going to be the one getting the double lane up top and in the mid lane. Kyrie, though, will be given side lane pure prio there. So it really will come down to ONIC having multiple angles of attack, trying to break the formation of a front to back. Meanwhile, for BTR, again, just playing for Peel, hoping that Moreno and Eman stay safe.
Yeah. Even for Safero, he's the one that's gonna be shredding the front line, right? But so far, he hasn't found anything in the map. And I don't know about the potential of the Kimi right now. Yes, you can build the glowing one and also the genius one to be able to boost your damage against the frontliners, but does it shred the same way like a carry? Like someone that has a DHS? Is that gonna be enough? Plus the Morenos.
Safero
range.
DHS.
Yeah.
Oh, concentrated energy DHS. I think that's a new build here. We haven't seen it for a Kimi in MPL ID just yet. And I think it's good because, again, for this particular situation, you're up against tanks mainly. You're
Attack
up against
speed.
people who you want to shred down. So, in the long run, that shred could be big. But is it... See, with this build, you just go DHS and then you continue with magic, is my question. Is it just that hybrid, or do you then go for even more physical shred?
I think it's just purely DHS. I don't know.
Okay.
Again.
Tsunami Slam Council. Ranaveldo will crash Severo. That's an opening.
My
Amon,
lord.
security kill. Lutpi now will like to reposition with a feather airstrike. And Amon, it will lock him down. That's a double for Amon. And does he have Sky Piercer? That's my question.
No.
He does. He got 2 stacks there.
Really?
Yeah, already very early. This is the
Oh,
thing.
man.
Double laning on the Granger while there's no threat when there's so much peel. He's snowballing out of control already. And the banana split isn't working. They haven't gotten a single turret on it.
Oh man, I thought he was going for Malefic right away because I believe he bought the dagger first before the Sky Piercer. That's why what I thought. That's why I thought it's gonna be just Malefic for. But he's stacking up the items, man. Keyboy though. Oh wow! Oh no!
That's a miss. That's a miss right there. Keyboy with the flicker commitment. We couldn't come through.
Ah, stinker for Keyboy. That's unusual.
And there's no damage. Annabelle really is just walking down everyone. Good retry from Kai. But still, look, there's no damage. Annabelle can just stand there. And
0.
ONIC just have to watch as Annabelle rolls around in his shield. Unity form. Yikes.
If the early game looks like this, what does Suns do in the mid game, man? Yes, you can land the arrow, but it's just gonna like tickle, like smooching them a bit, caressing the frontliners of BTR Alpha or Pikachu Esports.
Just to let you guys know back at home, it's a first item Radiant Armor for both frontliners, Luke and Annabelle. Finn has gone for the Thunderbelt. I believe he is, not too sure what he's on the way to right there, but the purple buff will definitely be the big buff to contest for BTR. Ling needs his purple buff, but Kyrie's in the bottom lane, so this is a free one. They're gonna concede the purple. And they're doing peanuts to Annabelle. Look at that, no damage. I think Severo might have healed Annabelle a bit with the shots there. Luke.
Oh, Tsunami Slam, Suns. Taken down the second time this game. And all ONIC can do is just split push at this point. They will concede the Lord.
Yeah, nothing they can do about this. Luke jumping in. And that interaction earlier, Savero, despite him... Oh,
Gee.
Should be
Can he
enough
get
to
away?
Get away, right? More energy. Anavel, though, will shift his focus to Savero for a second there, and the Feather Air Strike does not have range to just take down any member of ONIC there.
Okay, back to my what I noticed earlier. Yes, he built the DHS, but when he's executing the basic attack towards the Basha Anavel, he already has plate armor, Mirko, so
Yeah.
he's actually losing HP.
Exactly.
Instead of just dealing damage, like minuscule amount of damage towards Anavel. Now it becomes even harder for Savero. How do you deal with this one?
Is the game over? Oh, I don't want to say it's over yet,
I
but
think it's Kyrie's the only one that can actually save.
is he
ONIC.
going? Yeah, but it really comes down to if he's able to dive onto Granger and Farsa. There's so much front line. I don't think the others can actually follow up if he dives in. Well, at least you can see, okay, the damage, was that because... Yeah, Savero's starting to deal damage, I guess. But these turrets are falling down slowly but surely up top in the mid lane, down below as well. It's a slow burn. This really reminds me of like
no.
M3, ONIC PH back in the day playing Banana Split. Meanwhile, they were up against Blacklist who just played grouping up. And it does look like BTR are just grouping up again with, again, utility jungle, does it not?
Yep. And, there's no downside of them grouping up except for Kai.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There's really no downside of them grouping up except for Kai splitting up. That's the main issue, I guess, so far for Bigation Alpha, Bigation Esports, despite it not being that big of an issue currently, because Kyrie, like, I think Anavel can just screen or like mirror Kyrie as long as he can, despite, maybe Kyrie can, oh, maybe that's an angle. Baiting Anavel towards a clear, then Kyrie joins the team fight, it's a 5v4. Still, it's a bit hard too.
Yeah.
Especially without the purple.
Let's talk about the power spike for ONIC. Because we should be getting close. Divine Glaive already. There you go. Perfect timing. Divine Glaive already. DHS and Concentrated Energy. That's going to be the Holy Crystal last item, I believe. Not last, fifth item for Savero. Wishing Lantern for Sans.
I think that's the move. And glowing one after this.
Yeah, they really need Pen. They're in desperate need of Pen. And that's why you see the Malefic Roar as well, already built up by Ling. But still, after all this penetration, all the shred items that we are seeing, the question remains, is it enough?
Right now?
The thing is, it's not just tankiness. It's sustain with Kalea. It's sustain shielding with Badang. Disengage as well. And, okay, they're going to try to pinch Lt.P. But BTR are not going to fight. They know that they are going to be better just grouping up. Neutral objective takes. There's no reason for them to force fights on the other side when they can play for neutral objectives.
It's been much waiting for. Oh, that's a bit too much damage for just a Rhapsody towards Lt.P.
Ouch.
I wonder what's the item that he secured currently. Only Dreadnought and a single.
And
leather
is full items, by the
trinket.
way.
Oh, yep.
Full items with 100 strike.
God.
Just like yesterday, if you guys are... The usual build would be maybe a safer choice, maybe a BOD, but he likes kiting a lot more than he does just pure dealing damage. And 100 strike enables that.
And by the way, no Wind of Nature, so maybe Kyrie can find an angle on that.
Yeah.
But Luke always has the flicker, man. I feel like Luke right now is just... If he cannot find an engage towards the frontliner, or pretty much anyone from ONIC, just heal.
Oh, no follow-up there. The arrow lands. Tsunami Slam, though, will have a follow-up. Lt.P goes down. That's a knock-up on towards Amon from the Lord. Keyboy wasn't able to finish the job, but Kyrie, he has one job. He wants to. Amon free hitting Sans. That's a triple. Looking for the Maniac, baby. But Finn might be able to steal that kill. Anavel wasn't able to find the kill, but Amon again with the Rose Gold in hand. He finds the unofficial Maniac.
It's a bad trade, but it's a kill for ONIC. A bit too much to sacrifice for a single and kill.
And now it's just free for BTR, really, unless Kyrie is able to go for the steal. There's no way. It's a bit too far-fetched. They're just going to use everything to take the Lord for free. That was an unofficial Maniac, ladies and gentlemen, for Eman. Now he is 6T stacks on this Sky Piercer. Now, these guys are going to be falling left and right. The squishies. Not even it's just the squishies. Even Lt.P. I don't think he can tank this damage, because it's a mixed amount of damage here, Gani. Moreno with Magic Burst, Wishing Lantern, Thunder. Oh man, Lightning Truncheon, I mean.
He's not even focusing on penetration here. It's just pure damage for the backliners of ONIC. This is just a nightmare for BT ONIC. And as you said, Mirko, it might actually be over right now. I don't see like at least a decent angle for ONIC right now to be able to be abused.
We saw a bit of the angle, I guess, with Eman being quite vulnerable
but
in
it's
the
too
team
far
fight.
already.
Exactly. Now he can also swap his item. So if you thought it's already very hard to kill him, imagine if he could swap from this to Wind of Nature Sans.
Oh my god, the Feather Airstrike just practically solo kill Sans. That's Moreno, the Maestro, doing work. Now I'm on from the back lanes, Ejector. No, for nothing. They all dive to their deaths. And Bigatron, they will strike first. It is best of 3.
That is a spanking.